into the light. We are opening up the mind to touch the stars. Awakening from mystery to find the nectar of silence beyond the mind. Opening to the light. We are opening up the mind to touch the stars. Awakening from mystery to find the nectar of silence beyond the mind. We are opening, awakening, opening, awakening, opening into the light. We are opening up the mind to touch the stars. Awakening from mystery to find the nectar of silence beyond the mind. We are opening, awakening, opening, awakening. 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 We are opening, we are 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 awakening.
Such a heavenly day, slick as ice, not a cloud in the sky. Very nice, and the wind's in my ear, and everywhere there's a feeling of peace. But you tell me about the reasons, yeah. Will you tell me about the passion in the night where everything is in fashion? I say, why fight? I wonder if we can live in a world of love and wonder, yeah. I can take being alive on this heavenly day. Heavenly day, heavenly day, heavenly day. Okay, we're gonna take that right up here, some feedback.
Do it again. Just do the whole thing again.
All right, I can do the whole song in 2 minutes. Okay, test 1, 2. This is really hot. I think is that part of the reason? It was getting it over there too. Okay, hey, welcome to Unity. Guess where we're at? Unity's new church, huh? Cool stuff. I can dig that. Okay, I'm going to turn this microphone down a little bit. I can do that from up here. And you guys doing okay today? It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a heavenly day. All right, we're back on. What a heavenly day, slick as ice, not a cloud in the sky. Very nice, and the wind's in my hair, and everywhere there's a feeling of peace. But you tell me about the reason people change with the season. Yeah. I don't have time for that, no, cause I'm grooving with the vibe, yeah. I can dig being alive on this heavenly day. Heavenly day. Oh Lord, heavenly day, yeah. Will you tell me about the passion in the night where hating is in fashion, and I say, why fight? I wonder if we can live in a world of love and wonder. I can see a new day, yeah, of devotion. Brothers and sisters, such emotion, working with our hands, and we're doing the best we can, 'cause we're grooving, yeah, with the vibe. I can take being alive
me too. Well, good morning, Unity of Payson. In this brand new place. It's been a while since we've had our own space. And we are grateful for that. Join me for a moment as we open in prayer. God of all goodness, the divine goodness that is everywhere is showing here today. And for that we are grateful. For each one who has come to support this ministry, to sit and take it in, to add to their own spiritual path. I am grateful for each of those who are with us virtually, although they cannot see the space. We'll find a way to get it to them. And they're still here supporting us, participating with us, part of this community. I am grateful for that, for each and every one who is here, bringing their open mind, open heart, and open hands. We are grateful, and so it is. And we're ready for an opening song. How about that? We're adjusting to a few things, and Ann is, well, so grateful. Well, we'll talk about that later, for all the work that people have done to make this happen. Ann, what's the song we're singing here?
This is called Here Comes the Sun by George Harrison.
Oh, I like that.
Is that a good one to start with, or you want to?
Yeah, let's do that.
If you want to hear some Beatles songs, I can play for the next hour and a half or 2 hours.
No.
This guy going here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's all right. Here it comes, little darling. It's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Everybody. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's all right. Little darling, I see the smiles returning to the faces, the smiles. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Everybody. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's all right. Here it comes. Sun, sun, sun. Here it comes. Come on. Sun, sun, sun. Here it comes. One more time. Sun, sun, sun. Here it comes. Little darling, see the ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's all right. Here it comes, sun, sun, sun. Here comes, sun, sun, sun. Here it comes, sun, sun, sun. Here it comes.
Good morning again. I can stand back from this because it's a new mic and it is multi-directional, I understand. Too loud? Okay. We're glad you're with us this morning. We want to recognize anybody who's new or who hasn't been here in a while. Let's see. Okay, so we have, Kay, do you see anybody new online? Nope, I guess not. All right. There's something in the chat, though. Howdy from Mesa. Mic needs to be turned up. Can you hear me now? Okay, I'm going to go back to where I was. All right.
Right on the edge, it should be up.
Okay, good. All right, so if you do not already receive the Monday e-newsletter, please give us your email. You can leave it in the chat, or you can go to unityofpayson.org and go to the contact page and leave it there. And we will, on Mondays, we will send you the newsletter, the e-newsletter, and that's all we will send you. Okay, I'm just looking for folks who haven't been here in a while, but I see that everybody is here who has been here. So, gratitudes. Today we're going to talk about the events of last week. And we're grateful for those who support Unity of Payson with your time, with your talent, and your treasure. And it was move-in week last week. So last Sunday, everything was dropped off here. And this Sunday, we're ready for you, which is pretty amazing what happened in 1 week. So that is a big gratitude for that. And I watched everybody come together quickly. In fact, that move was done by 1 o'clock. The service, the fellowship ended by 11:15. The move, Neil was home by 1 o'clock. I was like, that is amazing. How did they do that? But they did it. All right, it was a miracle. Anybody else want to say something about?
We're not going to pass the mic today. We have enough complexity, so we'll phase that in. But I want to say a particular gratitude, and I'm going to point to just about everybody in the room who had some piece, some part in this move. And I want to single out some people that spent long hours making this happen this morning. Number one, Betty Daly and Ram Khalsa. Hours and hours and hours. Ann James, Terry Taylor. Hours and hours. I think they were here the last 3 days before this one for at least 4 hours every day trying to get this sound system going, and we're doing it. Thank you. And everybody else that was here, Tom and Sue Lullo are not here with us today, but they were critical in many areas. And I just want to mention that. And all of you who had a little piece in that, we are so grateful, and I am grateful for that. So we won't pass the mic. I'd just like to do this. If you've got gratitude about Unity and Unity of Payson having a new home, I want you to do something that old-time church people used to do. They would say amen. So, are you happy about it? Amen. Very good. That's our gratitude for today.
Okay, so Unity is grounded in meditation and affirmative prayer, and we have prayer chaplains to support you. And if you have a prayer need, our prayer chaplains, raise your hand if you're here. Anne Marie and Betty. I thought you had a stole on before, but it's I must have imagined it. Anyway, we are wearing these to let you know. If you would like prayer support after the service, tap one of us on the shoulder, and we will meet you in this area by the palm tree with a couple of chairs, and that will be our place for quiet prayer after service. All prayer requests are held sacred and confidential. And if you'd like to be contacted, please leave your contact information with your prayer request. Now, if you're online, you can send your prayer request to this email on the screen. And I'm just noticing the camera is way up there, and I have to look up for it to catch me. Let's see, what else? We have a prayer box on the back table, and Sue is sitting right by it, and if you want to fill one out and put that in the prayer box, you can do that too if you're here in person. Thank you, Sue. We'll be praying with you for 30 days, and then we forward your request on to Silent Unity for another 30 days of 24/7 prayer vigil. Okay. What am I missing? All right, Unity of Payson's theme for June is living in the light. And let's say our affirmation together. I am light. I awaken to this truth as I recognize that light is the character of my being. And today's speaker is not me, it is Reverend Neal. And his title of his talk is Opening to the Light. I did that one last week, turning toward the light. Now we're opening to the light, okay? So I want to just introduce Reverend Neal the way I know Reverend Neal, okay? He's not just an ordained Unity minister. Reverend Neal is a painter, not an artist painter, but a wall painter. He is also a plumber. Reverend Neal is also a part-time AV technician. Reverend Neal installs cabinets. And Reverend Neal is an estate sale transportation specialist. We're having a yard sale next weekend at Betty's, which he'll talk about that in the announcements. But Neal has transported goods all the way from Phoenix up to Payson, and from our storage facility to Betty's place, and back and forth and whatever. So just get your things ready, because we're having a yard sale, but she'll tell you more about it during announcements.
He's also a golfer.
Yes, he is, but that's the part that you know. I'm just telling you what I know. So there's more. There's much more to him. I can't begin to tell you. He also mops floors. I wanted you to know that. He mops floors. He vacuums. He doesn't dust, though. He doesn't dust. But he does vacuum, which is very good.
Does he have a business card?
Yes. Yes. And as a matter of fact, they're on the greeter table, his business cards. Okay. All right. So it's time to do our mission statement because it's the first Sunday. So I will say it, and then I will say parts of it, and you say it after, okay? We honor the spirit within. We honor the spirit within. Join together as one diverse family. Join together as one diverse family. And serve the community with love and joy. And serve the community with love and joy. And we're going to have a lovely song by Anne James, Shine with the Light, for getting ready for meditation. And do you have to come over here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Still working on the choreography. When I saw the topic, and Neil and I talked about the topic, I thought it says some scriptural lines molded into the song, which I thought would be appropriate. Shine with the light is come into the light and kind of share the brilliance. And so this is written for the service. It's kind of neat. Hopefully it'll last longer than that. Live this moment in light. You are a child of the day. Do not dwell in darkness or night, for you are a child of the light. I am the light of this world. Come with me out of the dark. Share with me the brilliance of life, for I am the light of the world. Shine with the light of the world. Shine with the light of the sun. May the Spirit rise from deep within. You are child of the light. Shine with the light of this world. Shine with the light of the sun. May the Spirit rise from deep within, for you are a child of the light, for you are a child of the light.
As Anne continues to play for a moment, just breathe, quiet yourself, quiet your mind, quiet your body, quiet your emotions as we spend some time in meditation. Imagine with me a beautiful day. You're in your favorite spot, that spot where you feel connected with all of creation. The sun is warm, not hot, shining brightly. As it shines on you, it seems that light surrounds you fully. You are just encompassed by light. Paint that picture more boldly for just a moment in the silence. Now your attention turns within, because that light that surrounds you seems to be more than just the atmosphere, but it's like it's within you as well. And as you turn in, you find that it's the source of your light. It comes from somewhere within. Even though you see it outside, the reality of it is that it's a source from within. As we say, I am the light of God. Spend a moment in the silence, seeing that light within yourself, knowing, believing that you are the light of God. And as you bask in that knowing that the light is within you, it transforms you in such a way that you realize it is the very nature of your being. Light and all of its wonderful qualities. Lightness. That's who you are. That's what you were created to express. Get a glimpse of that. Get as big a picture as you can see. And be grateful in the quiet. Now we bring our attention back to this time, this place. And we see ourselves moving forward in our daily path, walking in that light, because we are of that light. In fact, we are that light, and so it is. Amen. For those of you joining us online, this is our temporary camera situation, so we look up to you at the moment, but better things are on the way. Oh yes, we've moved in, but there are many adjustments still. See if you can notice them as you come from week to week. Those little things will make it better and better and better. In the affirmation that Donna led us in for this month's theme, we talked about awakening to the fact that we are the light. We talked about following our spiritual path, growing, maturing, and coming to know that light is the character of our being. Nearly 20 years ago, I spent some time in Sweden, a wonderful country. Some wonderful people that I met. And I was hosted by one who was, on occasion, quite wise. Most of the time I was there, I stayed in a rural area, maybe the nearest house another half mile away. And Sweden is a land of lakes. Lakes all over the place, small lakes. So that hilly countryside was dotted with these lakes and trails moving between them. It was idyllic. And I loved it. Of course, it wouldn't have been Sweden without a sauna and a cold lake to jump in after the sauna. It took me a month to do that. Wouldn't be Sweden if it weren't for moose looking in the window of the cottage just to see what was happening inside, or baby birds taking their first flight in the tree outside. It wouldn't be Sweden without foraging for mushrooms. It was a wonderful time. The days were bright. The nights were dark. Sometimes when there was no moon, they were pitch dark. One evening, my host invited me to go for a walk on one of these trails, part of it a dirt road and somewhat a smaller trail, to another lake. It was very pleasant in this other lake, not the one I jumped into finally after 30 days, but one a mile or so away. And I readily agreed because it was a beautiful thing to hike, and I began to scramble for my flashlight. This was one of those pitch dark nights. My sometimes wise host said, "Oh no, you don't need one." And yeah, it was kind of funny at the time, but I didn't know what I was in for. And so we set off without flashlight to aid our seeing. And sure enough, at first I peered into the darkness to try to find shapes or some sort of a path, but that was not available. And eventually I just surrendered myself to believing that I could know where the path was, that I could see despite the physical darkness. I didn't make a misstep. I saw without seeing. I had opened to a light that I had not previously known. And that's what I want to talk about today, opening to a light, maybe that's not so very familiar with you. You may not have known it before. I'm going to use a little rubric I've used before. Open mind, open heart, open hands, as we discuss this topic. Open mind. One of the biggest impediments to an open mind is judgment. There's a big sign on our refrigerator that says, "Non-judgment day is near." And what a promise that is, a possibility. If we would open our minds, we have to let go of those knee-jerk responses we have. Not you, maybe just me. Let go of opinions. You know, your opinions are like noses, everybody has one. And our learning, our domestication, the teaching that we have, the beliefs that we have held on to that are now firmly placed in our subconscious mind, they do our thinking for us most of the time. And they are prone to judgment. But I say, let's look at the alternative. I say, let's practice open-minded curiosity. About 40 years ago was the time when I first got an email address, a Yahoo email address. Well, I got it because I picked my name because the reading of the time with my children was a book called Curious George. Anybody remember that book, Curious George? So I became Curious Neal at yahoo.com. Still have that email address. And I have the one in Gmail as well. If we would open our minds, we must be curious. Not only in the usual way that we're curious about our everyday life, but a spiritual curiosity. That's a beautiful thing about unity, that we look not only to understand stories and words of sacred texts, but we look beyond that, beneath that, for a truth that strangely, like my ability to walk in the dark, are part of our knowing somewhere there inside of us. So I say, let's employ that spiritual curiosity, that looking beyond for the truth, for the true light, if you will. In the Christian scriptures, in the first chapter of John, it says there was a man sent from God. That man was the man we call John the Baptist, who preceded Jesus in the stories of that scripture. A man sent from God whose name was John. He came as a witness to testify concerning the light. And then it goes on. The true light that gives light to everyone coming into the world. That true light is there beyond, beneath, light that lets us see even when there's nothing apparent to be seen. Course in Miracles gives us good counsel. Lessons 20 and 21. I am determined to see. And it's talking about that deep seeing. And 21. I am determined to see things differently, to get away from those old stories, to have that spiritual curiosity, to see differently, to get a glimpse of truth as never before. Yes, open your mind. Open your heart, too. I like the words of the Tao Te Ching. It's kind of the segue between opening your mind and opening your heart. It goes like this. With an open mind, you will be open-hearted. Being open-hearted, you will act royally. Being royal, you will attain the divine. Being divine, you will be at one with the Tao. Being at one with the Tao is eternal. Do you see that? It's not always going after something and grabbing it, chasing it. It's allowing it. Allowing that flow that the Tao talks about so wonderfully. So I say allow. put down your defenses for just a minute to allow true light to be what you're looking at. Shakti Gawain, anybody know that name? Wrote a couple of books. One of them is Creative Visualization. Another one's called Living in the Light. How about that? Here's what she says. The more light you allow within you, the brighter the world you live in will be. And then, in another place, when we finally give up the struggle to find fulfillment out there, we have nowhere to go but within. It is at this moment of total surrender that a new light begins to dawn. Allow the new. Allow yourself to feel what you may have been pushing away for a long time. Allow your heart to open almost as though it has a physical door, that if you keep the door open, something's good is going to walk in. Let that door in your heart be open. And don't forget lightheartedness. That's a good thing too. Fun. Ooh, what the spiritual quality of fun. I have to make a message about that one sometime. And I need it for myself. And then open your hands. The chapters in the Christian Gospel of Matthew of 5, 6, and 7 are often called the Sermon on the Mount. And this is what wisdom comes from there with regard to opening your hands. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill, I should say maybe like Payson, cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on a stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Those good deeds, we talk about them a lot. Allow them to come out of you. They're there waiting. Kindness, compassion, joy. Are you letting that be dispensed from you into the world as though it's something you're giving with your hands, with your open hands? Emmett Fox, whom you may know, wrote a book called The Sermon on the Mount. Here's what he has to say. Letting your light shine means demonstrating spiritual power and surrendering to divine will rather than to personal ego. Open hands. Did you get that? Open mind, open heart, open hands, open to the light that allows us to see something we may never have seen before. Something that's maybe surrounded by a lot of darkness. But how do I do that, I ask, as I often do at the end of a message. Awareness is such a critical thing. Be aware, remind yourself that you are surrounded by light. The energy of the universe is of that very nature. You are surrounded with it, whether you know it or not, even whether you like it or not. Be aware that you are light. You are a light being. That's the way you are created. And be aware that that genesis of true light which would flow out of you begins within, not somewhere out there. There's a children's song, well, I guess adults sing it a lot too, that I like a whole lot, but I didn't like the words, so I changed them. So this song is this little light of mine. But I'm going to change it to this great light I am. And give me a little music. This great light I am, I'm gonna let it shine. This great light I am, I'm gonna let it shine. This great light I am, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. You already started, but keep it going. This great light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This great light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This great light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Once more time, let it shine. This great light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This great light I am, I'm gonna let it shine. This great light I am, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Ooh, I like that accompaniment behind my singing. Would you believe it or not? Would you believe it? So I say just this. This great light you are, let it shine. And so it is.
Neil said he had a surprise ending of his message, and he wasn't going to tell me what it was, but I just jumped up when it started. All right, so, well, Betty, could you show Phyllis where the kids' things are in the chair there, by the table? Okay, so it's time for our offering, and we have brand new ushers. We have brand new ushers today, and we're going to see how they usher. Yeah, put them on the spot. Unity of Payson is a source of spiritual nourishment and inspiration. In this community, let us receive gratefully and give generously. We appreciate your gifts. And your gifts not only support our community, but they go out to the larger community we tithe out. If you are here in person, please place your gift in the offering velvet, beautiful velvet offering bag. Yeah, that's it. As it comes around. And for those online, please go to unityofpayson.org, go to the menu and click on Donate Support, and it'll take you right to giving. Our giving affirmation is on the screen, and let's say it together. Freely we give, and freely we receive. And we thank you for your support. Special music by Ann James. Yes. Oh, yeah, come on.
All right. This one you guys all know. And that's kind of why we picked it. It's called Three Little Birds, Bob Marley. So I don't sing this song very well, So I'm going to ask everybody, please, with this particular one, sing along with it, and I'll try and play it right. So anyway. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing's gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing's gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds perch on my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Ooh, yeah. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, the rising sun. Three little birds perched on my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true, singing, this is my message. One more time. Don't worry, come on everybody, about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile at the rising sun. Three little birds perched on my doorstep, by my doorstep, singing songs with melodies pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. This is my message to you. One more time. This is my message to you.
And let us bless the offering. Right up.
Stay it right here. Right there. Stay there. So we are so grateful for these gifts and all those who've given them. We bless this offering, this tangible way of us giving out, of our hands being open to the world. We are grateful, and so it is.
All right. I have some announcements. On Saturdays at 9:30 a.m., we have a wonderful half-hour time together on Zoom, Morning Cafe. Please join us. We have also the first 3 Saturdays of the month at 4 o'clock, we have Saturday Soul Boost with Rev Neal. Please join us. That's also on Zoom at the unityofpayson.org page. That's how you can get to Zoom. Oh, I was dancing and my prayer scarf got shifted. There is no Qigong with Teresa from June 9th to the 30th, and her regular schedule will resume in July. The writers group, the Renewed Pen, for anyone who loves to write, is on Zoom the second and fourth Tuesday at 4 p.m. All these times are Arizona times. I want to talk about the library before we talk about the art sale. So we've got two featured books right by the door, the tray over there. One is called Living in the Light, and the other is The Sermon on the Mount by Emmett Fox. And if you need any help to take these books out, you can ask me. You get 4 weeks, and you take the library card out from the book, sign it out, and you file it in the little file box by author's last name. You can also take a bookmark and write the due date on the bookmark and stick it in the book if you'd like. So there are self-service instructions by the library in the social area, and also by this little table here where this featured books are. And also, Betty, do you want to say something about the yard sale?
Oh, yeah. All righty, people. I have a sign-up sheet, which I would like to see full. Thursday, the 11th, between about 10 and 12 is setup day, so all of you guys that have been collecting stuff, or if you have extra banquet tables that we can set up. I've got 3 banquets, 2 4-foots, and we will be coming back and grabbing the tables from here. Anyway, so sign-up day to help transport, set up tables, help price, that kind of stuff. And then I made 2 shifts for both days, on Friday and Saturday, from 7 to 10 in the morning, which will probably be a really busy time in first thing in the morning, and then from 10 to 2. We will have pop-up shade structures, so because it will be warm. Fortunately, not 110 like down in the valley, but it'll be warm. And I also need someone to volunteer, I should put that on there, as cashier. There is that would be a separate round table with an umbrella, so you will get to sit there in the shade if you want to be cashier. And I definitely need cashier. I know Sue Lullo said she's going to be there to help quite a bit. Of course, Anne Marie has been doing our signs. Terry and Anne Marie together have been doing so much publicity, lots of slides and everything. So thank you for everybody that has already contributed. I will have the sign-up sheet in the fellowship area after service. I want to see it all full. So, and yes? I see people volunteering from the floor. Get your name on here. Yes.
So as cashier, will the money be provided
Yeah.
for training?
Yes.
Ooh, I think she might want to sign up.
Yeah, I'll have about, I don't know, $100 in change. No coins. No coins. No pennies. And
Don't mark anything $250.
yeah, even amounts for things as you're marking your stuff. No coins. So yes, Sue.
To say they're doing such a great job because I saw a flyer at the library and yesterday at Sawmill Theater. So they're outstanding. And other places.
Anne Marie's been running herself ragged with signs. So,
And they were wonderful.
yeah.
I have something before the PS. Rev Julianne, would you please come up?
I have a prayer I'd like to share for Unity of Payson. Actually, Manny and I adapted it from James Dillard Freeman. That prayer is, Lord, bless this sacred space so that any who pass by it will become aware of its beauty, so that all who are members and guests in it will find comfort, company, and composure, so that all will find in its friendliness, so that those who come to it with joy will go out with more joy. and those who come troubled will go feeling peace, so that we who share in it day and night through coming years will find it in quiet when quiet is needed. Exercise of mind when needed, a shelter for body and spirit, a place to spend holy celebrations, and to share love with an open heart. Amen, and so it is. Neil, your spiritual family joins you in prayer and affirmation of joy, creativity, abundance, and love in your sacred space.
Talk about being grateful. I am grateful. I'm going to hand it to you, Donna, because I might, there we go, we'll put it right there. So come up and take a look at it afterwards. And don't miss going over to the other side, our community area, community space. We'll find a community room. We're going to find it. It's like a separate room, but part of the same thing. And a great place for kids to be, because there's some kids stuff. We haven't even talked about that. We're adjusting. Again, I am so grateful for all of you. Just mentioned about the yard sale. This is a joint effort with Kindness Works for All. So they will be joining us with contributing things and with helping along, so you might get to meet a few new people. And now it's time for us to close our service.
Did you want to mention anything about refreshments?
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, Terry. I thought about it down there, but I forgot to hear. Terry got a wonderful celebratory cake. And Sue, where's Sue?
I'm right here.
Oh, there you are. I was looking and I couldn't find you. Made some banana bread. So,
And Reverend Julianne and Manny, they brought cookies.
well, there's plenty. There's plenty. Please don't run away. Water in the fridge, bottled water in the fridge, coffee there as well. Don't run away. Just be with us in celebration. And now let's close our service. If you're here in person, I invite you to stand. And we'll do it like we often do, but we have the live music background. Hold on, let's get the words. Well, there we go. Prayer for protection to start with, and then the peace song. Go ahead.
Where's the light of God? I am the power of God. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is. You are the light of God. You are the love of God. You are the power of God. You are the presence of God. Wherever you are, God is.
All together.
We are the light of God. We are the love of God. We are the power of God. We are the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is. And all is well.
And now the peace song.
You gotta put one of these.
Okay, half a second.
Okay. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator. Family all are we, that walk with each other in perfect harmony.
Yes, humble. Every step I take, this is my joyous vow. I take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Thank you all for being here. Those of you joining us virtually, and those, don't forget the cake, cookie, banana bread. I was waiting for you.